What's up, Mega Dads? Clay here, and today I'm bringing you a very special unboxing and first impressions of the Nintendo Virtual Boy for the Nintendo Switch. I think that's the way you say it anyways. I ordered this about a month ago, and it arrived today. It's actually one day early. It doesn't technically come out until tomorrow, so I was just even extra excited, even though I can't technically play it yet. But I'm going to get this sucker out of the box. We're going to take a look at it and just see what we have, what we paid for. I mean, this sucker retails for $99.99, and so I'm just curious what this experience is going to be like. I've never owned a Virtual Boy. It's always one that I've wanted to own. I think I own almost every other Nintendo console, but this is one that I've never had. And so when the opportunity popped up, I said, what the hey, this would be a nice one to have, and at the very least will look nice and pretty on my shelf. So without further ado, let's go ahead and clear off some space here and make room. And we're going to get this box. I really hope that this is my Virtual Boy. And we'll say I appreciate that there is not a Nintendo logo anywhere to be seen on this box. So it's very inconspicuous. There she is. All right. And it's upside down. There she is. All right. So there we have it. Honestly, not a bad looking display box already on its own. I mean, if you really just wanted this as a collector's piece and weren't interested in playing it, honestly, it's got a nice little window on the front. You could probably just set this on your shelf as is, but we're not going to do that. We're going to play this bad boy. So if you look on the back of the box here, we do have some instructions and other interesting or maybe not so interesting instructions for you. All right. Couple storage things for travel. And there you go. I mean, that's pretty much the whole, I don't know what you would call it, the head unit or whatever. It looks like there, obviously there's a way to attach the stand at the bottom, but right off the bat, we're already kind of in shape. So this is once again, I don't have the original Virtual Boy, so I don't really know exactly what to compare this to, but this kind of feels like a material you would find in like VR goggles on like an Oculus or something. They're not called Oculus anymore. They're called MetaQuest headsets, but whatever. I really don't know what I'm doing here. There's some little things that don't do much. I felt something down here. Oh look, they got fake controller ports here. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's a fake volume. I assume this is where the original volume was. There's a headphone jack here that is just there's no hole there actually. And then on the other side, there you can see we've got our controller out and our external power, I would assume that is. And so I appreciate the callback to the things that I don't actually need anymore, but are still there. So let's see, we got some rubber Nintendo logos here on the sides. I don't know if you can see it, you probably can't, but on both sides, not sure what those do, and somehow this sucker opens up, but I don't know how it does. Let me grab the stand for it. All right, so we got a couple more things here. Actually, not that much left. So the first thing we have is this mounting plate, which says Nintendo Switch on it. Obviously on mine, it's set up for the Nintendo Switch 2 already, so I'm going to be using the Nintendo Switch 2, so I don't need this right now. Going to hang on to that. And then really, honestly, the only other part is this, which is the stand that it comes with. So there's not a whole lot to this. Bam, look at that. I mean, it's already up. All right, now, so to attach this to the stand, it's really quite simple. All we have to do is press this in, which kind of releases the clamp a little bit. Slide this sucker in, let that clamp down. It made a snap sound, and boom, we're in. I think I can tighten this up maybe just to verify that it's on there, and we should be good to go. Took less than 30 seconds to get set up. Easy peasy. So yeah, it basically took no time at all to get this thing together. All it took was clamping, figuring out how to attach the stand to the headset, and we're off and running. Can't see anything right now because there's nothing in there, But as far as I can tell, that's all you have to do with the clamp. I don't feel like super secure with it. Like I would want to be moving this thing around a whole lot, but I do appreciate that there's little to no putting together. I guess the only thing I don't know now is how to open up and get my switch inside of here. And so that's the last thing I've got to figure out, and then I'm off and running. Also appreciate on top here, we've got a focus slider. This thing used to slide back and forth to help you find focus with your eyes. It looks as though that doesn't work anymore. And then there's an IPD written on here with a little thing you can turn. Once again, just for show. It's just plastic. It doesn't actually do anything. So, all right, so I'll be honest. I could not figure out how to open this thing up right away. In fact, the instructions on the back of the box didn't really do a great job. But essentially what I figured out is if I just put my thumb right here, there's a little bit of a lip. And if you just grab it, it comes right open. And then you've got room there to place your switch down inside of. So let me set this down for 1 second here. I've got my Switch 2, which once again, I still don't have the games to play this just yet. And so this is just checking things out here. But essentially take this, slide this sucker down in here. So I think that's it. And then close her up. And she's in there. I can see in, but man, it's rough on the eyes. It's definitely red and definitely not 3D because it's not showing an actual 3D video signal right now. It's just showing the eShop, and so it looks a little wonky, but I think it's gonna work just fine, and I'm excited to try it out once the games drop tomorrow. If you would be curious to hear my thoughts on the first drop of games and my overall experiences, give us a like and follow here on Megadads. We have a Nintendo Switch podcast called Switch Talk 2, where we try to review the newest, latest, and greatest games that come out for the console. And so I'm going to be talking about this on our podcast, and we'll be uploading that to this YouTube channel, as well as any other place that you find your podcast. So please stay tuned for that. I'm super excited to give this thing a go. And at the very least, like I said earlier, it's going to look freaking awesome on my up on my shelves behind me here somewhere. And it's going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm excited to play these games a little more. I've played them over emulation throughout the years, but there's something about just actually looking into this thing and playing it that, for better or for worse, I'm excited to check it out. So thanks for being here today. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.